Hey, welcome to Peggy's Chuck and Ink. So good to see you. I bet you can't guess where I've been. I have been in Kansas City, Missouri with my friends, and I had a great time. Absolutely phenomenal time. And I'm back, and we're going to have a great July. We're going to have some fun here at Chalk. I'm going to be sharing with you all of our new things that we're coming out with our autumn flare, and I'm just looking to see if I'm live right now. I hope I am. Just getting in there. It's taking a little bit to come in. So let's see here. Let me just go out and come back in. Just waiting to go live. Anyway, and say hi. So anyway, welcome. Peggy's Chocolate Ink. I am hoping that you enjoy what we're going to do tonight. I am going to do for you our Top Couture can cooler. And that is how that's going to go. I'm not sure why I'm not live. Let's check this out. Let's go out once. I seem to have troubles every now and then. Oh, it's saying I'm live. So that's good. It's good. Okay. It was just a little bit slow tonight, so I'm not sure why. But I do have the dropsies a little bit, I guess. Anyway, so I'm live, and I was just waiting to be able to chat with you. So anyway, what we have tonight is we have Giggle, not Google. I've been working on my Google all day. Giggle water, and Let Me Drink About It. So this is going to be really fun. This is Chalk times Tiffany Thiessen. Yes, she was in case you don't know, she wasn't in my era, but she was in my kids' era. And in the 90s, she did some really fun young things for kids on television. She did a lot of things. Wow, I was surprised, but it wasn't in my prime. And Tiffany is beautiful. We got to meet her. For those that had enough Perks members, they got to meet her in person and say, oh, hey. So anyway, so making it a little bit shorter, the cozy is called a can cooler, and they are green, and they just fit right in your can. And I did have a can of pop here. I'm not a pop drinker, so I usually don't have them hanging around. So we're going to do both sides. Comes in a package like this. There is a SKU on the back. If you are interested in picking this up, you can comment. I just knocked my phone over. You can comment can, and we will get you everything that you need, okay? And so tonight we're going to use Barbie ink, and I'm pretty excited about that because that is one of my favorite colors, and it is absolutely beautiful. And by the way, we've got some new inks that are coming out in the autumn sale on July the 8th. That'll be coming out. You guys will be able to hop on and get what you need. And we have some beautiful things. We have some Van Gogh and okay, so remember when we're doing a anything cloth or anything like that, we don't have to fuzz. So tonight we don't have to do any fuzzing at all. So this is going to be really short and sweet, pretty much. And I think I've got my dryer plugged in. I think I'm ready. I had such a great time in Kansas City, seeing all my Chalk friends from all over the United States. That was just a blast. So remember, the directions are on the back. Don't forget about that. Remember not to cut your package so that you do have a place to hang it back up when you're done, because you're going to want to wash it. And there is washing instructions on this. And I do have to cut this one in half. Sometimes I won't, but I have to because we're using a little smaller space, and it will be a little more control, okay? So you just cut that down the line. It comes into two little pieces there. And then I'm going to do my Giggle water first, and I'm just going to take and peel that off just like that. It's very simple. And I am going to place it right here on this cute little can cooler. And you're going to make it as smooth as you can, okay? And there's a couple little dots right up there. I don't know if you can see those, but I'm going to pick that up and just smooth that out with my fingers and turn that around and show you. So there is a little bit there. You just have to make sure and pull that out a little bit and make sure that it's stuck there. Okay? And then make sure you don't have any bubbles or anything like that. And that can be a little bit hard sometimes. So just make sure that, because these are very sticky, but sometimes they fold up just a little bit. So we're just going to make sure that that comes right to the edge there. I wonder if maybe, let's turn that over. Let's see what happens on this side. I've not done this one yet, just for you tonight, so it might be better on this side. There we go. Yeah, I think that side's a little bit easier. And then this one over here might be a little bit better. Now, if you wanted to put something inside to hold it down, you could. I'm not going to. Sometimes I mark the back of my transfer so that I can remember what side I took it out on. So if you do that, just take a marker, put a little mark on the back, or put, giggle water on there and set that aside. All right, so then we're going to grab ourselves a squeegee. I have my wet wipe. And we're going to dip it. We're going to dip this into the ink. And we're just going to dip that in, and we're just going to put that on there. And then just press that down good so that it goes through. And it's very quick and very easy. And you just have fun with it, okay? And you just go swipe, swipe, swipe. It's a squeegee, just like washing the windows. Oh, I heard my dog barking out there. That's fun. Okay, now I'm going to pull that back. Oh, that looks great. Oh, I had one little boo-boo there on the side. That's my fault because I jumped when the dog barked. But that turned out great. Can you see that? It turned out just fine. And I have no problems with that at all. And then I'm going to take my dryer and I'm going to dry this, okay? And I'm just going to dry that really pretty good. And if you are a little bit worried that you made a mistake, you can always take your paintbrush and dip it into your ink. The ink is very forgiving. And you could clean that up just a little bit. I'm fine with it. It's just going on my can. But the sides are a little bit curved. So if I were going to do this again, I probably would put my can inside of it. I did have my can here, but I think somebody ran off with my pop, you guys. I had the pop here, and I think somebody ran off. So the corner, if you don't have something on the side, it curves just a little bit, okay? So I, just like you don't ever know. But I am not unhappy at all. And when I get this dry, we'll go to the other side, and we'll do the other side. And I might see if I have something I can put in there. We'll try it with a can. We'll try it with a can of pop, okay? So tell me, what did you do this weekend? It's very hot here. I'm in the Pacific Northwest, and today was pretty warm for us. It reached about 80 degrees, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot when you're not used to it, when you're not used to having that kind of heat. So it was very pretty, and it was very nice to come home after almost a week of being gone and have a day to rest and relax. And so it was great. It was just really fun. And I got to meet some of the gals on my team that are above me, some of the names that are awesome. They are amazing because we are a direct sales company, and so we have uplines. And so our uplines are just super amazing people that help us to try to become bigger in the business here. So it's pretty cool. So you want to make sure that you get your ink good and dry. So after you get it good and dry, then it's time to heat press it, because you want to heat press your ink no matter what you put it on. If you put it on glass or whatever, you know, you need to set it in the oven, or, you know, in this instance, I'm going to use my little tiny Easy Press, my Cricut, and I'm going to stop for a minute. I'm going to see if I've got a paintbrush here, and I'm just going to fix that up a tad if I have a brush. Yeah, I do. Skinny brush. I don't want it quite that skinny. I'm just going to fix it up just a smidge. Just a couple of spots. Okay, so this is what you can do. You can just go back in just a tiny, tiny bit. And just take that around and fix the G. Okay, you just fix that and take your ink and just go around there and fix that up and drag it out just a little bit, and then it'll look just fine, just like you didn't even have a problem. Okay, and then over here on my E, because it kind of doesn't look like an E, I'm just going to take that around and make it nice and smooth. So it kind of looks like an E, okay? And we'll just go like that and just even that out just a little bit, okay? And then probably, that'll look a little bit better. And then I have a little bit on the G. Just go on there. Now, I'm just showing you this because sometimes we're just not happy with some of the things that we do while we're, you know, doing our fun things that we do. And don't be sad. Just go with it, fix it, have fun with it, and enjoy it, because not every time is absolutely perfect. And this just, I've not ever used this type of material before, so I wasn't sure how it was going to be. And you know, I did have my, like I said, I had my can of pop, and I should have actually put the pop in there. But anyway, this is going to come out just fine. It's a drink holder is all. It's not something that we're going to use for hanging on the wall to get, you know. I'm going to be sitting outside using my drink holder. So, and I'm sure the other side will turn out absolutely perfect. Right? Yes. And then I want to make sure that I got that a little smooth when I dry it. Okay? So see, doesn't that look better already? It looks great, huh? So yeah, that's awesome. So that is awesome sauce. So I was looking around in here to see what I could find that was the same size as a can of pop. Honestly, I think somebody did walk in here and pick my pop. I think, unless it's sitting behind me. I do believe they did. That's funny. That is funny. Okay, we're almost done with this. And that was fun. I like that. I always like to learn something new and something fun. So if you wanted this to be brighter, you can first take white and put it on, wash your transfer. Yes, you can wash your transfer. And then you can dry it, and then you can put it back on, and you can put the pink on top of the white, okay? So I think that's pretty dry. So let's go with that right now. Let me see. I might be able to, maybe I'll put a roll of ribbon in there, huh? Let's see what happens. I'd like to have that filled out though, so it's smoother. Let's see. That's still not enough. It needs to be tight, like the can. Some jute over here. Let's see if that'll sneak in there and do it. Yeah, I think that might work a little better. Okay, let me make sure that this is dry. Yeah, that's good and dry. Actually, too, I could have went over that one more time and really straightened that out. But anyway, let's do this side now, okay? Let's do this side. That's so fun. Okay, let's do this one real quick. We'll put that on there, and I'm just going to, wherever I want it, I'm just going to stick that on. Yeah, this side's a little bit easier than the Giggles one. And see how that just kind of rolled on. So when I get over here to do that T, I'm just going to kind of hold it down. So, and the A probably. I'll just hold that so it sticks down there nicely, because it wants to pop up just a little bit. And had I known that to begin with? So this is a learning curve, okay? And this is why we're here. Why I'm here, so I can show you the mistakes so you don't have to do it. Because this really is easy, and this is very, very, very fun. Very fun. Okay, so let's just push that down as we're going across. We're just going to come across, and I'm going to go just like that, okay? And just push that across. Don't push down hard with your ink. You don't have to push too hard, because then it'll go right through. And it'll cause it to bleed a little bit, okay? So I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to lift that up and show you how beautiful that is. See that? Look at that. Now see, that came out absolutely the way it's supposed to. And so sometimes when we're doing things, you know, we just have to use our head, think about it for a minute, and it works out just fine. So I have just a teensy bit, but I do tell you, I do say that a can would work better than my roll there. But other than that, this is perfect. Yeah, it is absolutely perfect. So that works. That works great. Can you see that? Isn't that fun? So we're going to dry this. This is probably the longest thing that we have to do, and is drying it. And the ink stays wet a little bit longer than the chalk. The chalk dries a lot faster. But this Cozy, once it's pressed, you will be able to wash it out in the washing machine, and it will be all ready to go. If you use chalk, you would just wash the chalk off, okay? So, you know, while we're sitting here waiting for paint to dry, you might say, we can talk about becoming a Perks member. Perks member is absolutely phenomenal. It costs $20 to join. $20 to join. Oh, there's my pop. My son walked off with my pop can, you guys. Weston. Oh my gosh. And he is grinning at me through the door. He is. Anyway, so that's what happened to my can, okay? Anyway, so we have Perks members that can join for $20 a month. You get 20 design dollars right back into your account once you become an account member and have your Perks plan. And that gives you $20 to spend on whatever you like every month, okay? And what you get with that is you get 30% off of your bill every time you order. So you have that Perks. And once a month, there's a Perks exciting thing that happens so that you are getting some extra perks every time you turn around. It is so fun. It is so fun. And of course, if that's not enough and you think that you would like to be a designer and you would like to chalk a lot, you could become a designer and you could get 40% off, 15% off your first order. You can buy a packet with everything you need in it for, I believe right now it's $129 and it's $240 value. And you can become a designer. That costs $21 a month, and you have access to all kinds of things. And we also have ChalkCon. okay, which is our big, big fun time that we go to for all the awards, the big gala. I have pictures on the site here for you to look at so that you can see and enjoy with us. It is so fun, and we go somewhere new almost every year when we can do a get together, and that's the time where we get to see our friends and see people from all over the States and Canada. And so, anyway, if you'd like to be a member of our team, we're the number one team in the whole company. And I'm going to tell you what, it is so, so fun. And there are so many things that you can do, not just craft with chalk and ink. You can add it to any flat surface, any surface that you can make smooth enough to put that reusable transfer on. And it's awesome. It's amazing. And you can take a paintbrush and you can go in and you can put other colors on. I could go around this and take my gold, because we have every color in this. And I could go around the edges. I could go back over the top of this later on when I'm done here. I probably could have been just a little bit more careful about how I put it on, but I lost my can. That just threw me under the bus. And he's so cute. He was doing the peekaboo through the door, showing me that I really didn't lose my mind. There had been a can there. So anyway, I'm going to put the lid back on here. I am going to plug in my machine so that we can press it, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to wipe off my squeegee. I got some new squeegees when I got to ChalkCon. We wore different colors every day we were there. We had so much fun. It was just a blast. I've never been to Kansas City before, so it was really fun to see the football teams, everything posted all over the place, for them. And we saw this, we didn't go, but we saw this great big huge water park there. It was just amazing. Would have been really fun to stay and go to that, but we didn't. So anyway, when this gets warm, we will press this. Now, what we're going to press it with is, I have, and see, this is what these look like when you're in. These are a great gift. You wanted to make some for somebody or just invite them over after you join the team, that would be awesome. So, okay. So there are a couple of different mats that you can use. I chose this one because in my mats, I wanted some different sizes. And so I'm going to take this because I can stick my fingers in here, and I think I'm probably going to hold that while I do this. And let me make sure that this is hot enough. Oh, helps if you turn it on. Helps if you turn it on. There's a button on there. Okay, so we'll wait for a few minutes. I don't believe that it takes too long. By the way, my name is Peggy Williamson, and I am an independent designer for Chalk Couture. You probably already knew that, but I just wanted to reiterate that. If you have any questions, if you're nervous about thinking about joining and you think it's too hard, I promise it's not too hard, but I am here for you. I have a VIP group that if that isn't, if you don't want to become a member or you're just not quite ready, you can join my free VIP group. And you can hop in there, and we sometimes play games. I share a lot of the things that I make, and especially when I do the lives. But I share other things too in that group, and I try to encourage the members that are in the group to share things. And so I'd love to have you join. It's free, and you can join. You can win things. I'll have fun little things for you to figure out. This is almost hot enough. See, it doesn't even take long enough, and you don't have to hear me talk. Okay, so we're just going to put this on here. Now, this is parchment paper, and there was a bead to tell me. And I'm just going to fold that over. Try not to get my fingers. And I have my phone on, so you just want to put that on there for about 30 seconds to a minute, okay? And you just want to run that across that parchment paper, okay? And this you just have to heat set so that if you would throw it into the washer, it would not come off in the wash. That would not be fun. Because these are really, really, really cute. And if you hear my quad outside and my dog, I live in the country and I live on a big farm in the middle of the woods. And like I said, it's very, very beautiful here. And they're outside enjoying the beautiful weather. So they're taking care of the round pen that we have. We put some sand in it so that we can ride our horses out there and practice. And so, yeah. So, another good 30 seconds on this over here. And you just want to rub that around. You don't have to stay in one place. Although, something like this is small enough that you just kind of use your head and put your fingers in there and hold it kind of tight. It's a little awkward on this little round thing. But I'm glad I did this for you so that if you decided you wanted to do one, you would know what not to do. But I'm very happy the way it turned out. And, yeah, I'm pretty excited. And of course, you know, I forgot to put my phone down, turn it down. So, all right, so I think that's been long enough. We're just going to take this paper off, and our can holder is good to go. And I do have my water, and I'm just going to put it right in there like that, and just I have a lot of water in there, so I don't want to spill it, but maybe it's too big, I don't know. Well, can't even do that right today. Let's see if I can do it without spilling it. That's my biggest deal. Oops. I should have used a can, I guess. I don't know if I can do it because I'm a klutz. It just stretches around it. I'm just a problem today. Like, usually I'm messy Marvin, but I don't want to tip that water out of my drink either, so I'm being very careful. So I think it might be a little too awkward. Oh well. If I can't get it, we won't, but... Let me do this then. Let's fold it and see if it'll go that way. I think my can might, or my cup might be a little big. There we go. We got it. Whoops, I didn't get it. My cup's too fat. It's too awkward. It needs to be a straight down. So anyway, I tried and I got my cup stolen, but you know, it is what it is. So this is what it looks like. And we are all done. So anyway, I would like to thank you for coming out tonight. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that I could share a little bit about it just so that you've got it. And what a great gift for someone or for yourself, just for a little bit of fun. So thanks a lot, you guys, and have a really great evening. And I'll be seeing you soon. Bye-bye.